going on, guys? How y'all? Another beer video. Got a beer comparison video today. I did individual reviews of these beers. I'll have the link in the description below. But I wanted to do a comparison video because these two beers are same beer, same base beer, but with different adjuncts. So I got motor oil from Alvarado Street 3 and 4. Both 11.5% ABV. Both of them are Imperial Stouts. The adjuncts in 3 are vertical coffee and maple syrup, and then in 4 they're vanilla bean, coffee, and hazelnut. Did I say hazelnut on number 3? I feel like I did for some reason. I'll just say 3 again just because, in case. Vertical coffee and maple syrup. For some reason I feel like I said hazelnut on 3. But here are the cans, in case I messed up reading them somehow. Mix them both up, or mix them together. So in this black label glass here, I got 3, and in the white label glass, I got 4. So let's start with, I'll start with 3. I already know which one I like more, like more or better, just because I just literally drank these back to back. But going into 3 here, just give it a good swirl, and it should form a head, I believe. Yes, it pretty much forms a head. 4 wouldn't form a head when I swirled it, but 3 does. Let's get the aroma. Yep, so this is coffee, definitely coffee. A lot of maple syrup. Yeah, it's coffee, maple syrup, just like this very pleasant, not overbearing. Maple syrup's there, you don't have to search for it, but it's also not in your face like double stack is. Sniffing 4. Tons and tons and tons of hazelnut, just kind of all up in your face. A lot of vanilla. That vanilla bean is very, very pleasant. No trace of coffee. Smells very sweet. Just a lot of vanilla bean. It's like vanilla bean hazelnut latte or ice cream. And on this, I'm getting slightly more like this peppery, maybe not peppery, spicy, like there's spices in here. Definitely not, I wouldn't say pepper. I take pepper back, it is not pepper, it's just spices, like a combination of spices, like paprika's in there. I mean, I guess pepper maybe, but just not, it's not really that present, I suppose. You definitely get spices though. That maple syrup and coffee, like, I don't know, not really getting coffee on this, not getting coffee at all actually, but that maple syrup, it's like that biscuity maple syrup sweetness. It's definitely a lot more tamed and calm on this, on 3 than it is on 4. Let's get the flavors on these. 3. Like I said, mouthfeel, velvety, silky, motor oil, fudgy. Taste basically follows nose, except for you get coffee on the palate as well, and it's that very nice roasty, mild, like not dark roast, but that mild roast coffee roastiness. It's there. The bitterness is there, but it's not overbearing. All the flavors really play nicely with each other. The maple syrup's there, not overly sweet. The coffee, not overbearing, because I don't really like. I enjoy coffee, but I don't like it to be too overbearing or overwhelming in my beers. Low green coffee flavor there, and the spices definitely come through, man. You get some spices in here. It's just a very easy, very calm, and well put together, well composed beer, I guess. Going on to 4. flavors a lot louder, a lot more in your face. Hazelnut, vanilla bean, a little bit more of that greenish coffee in the back end there. Definitely coffee bitterness, but it's also that like greener, more herbaceous coffee flavor. Mouthfeel, I would say it's slightly. Originally, I said it was a lot less than 3 in my individual reviews, but since this has been sitting out for probably 15 minutes now, and this literally just came out of the fridge, whereas in the video, this number 3, motor oil number 3, sat for about 10 minutes. It got much thicker. This literally just came out of the fridge because I was doing a video on number 4. But this does get way more velvety, way more silky than motor oil number 4. And this has been sitting for 15 minutes. Yeah, about 14, 15 minutes. It definitely thickened up since I've done the review, because it was sitting for maybe, I don't know, 6-7 minutes when I did the review. Definitely got thicker, but the mouthfeel on number 3 is still better in my opinion. Appearance-wise, I mean, they look identical, same color. The head on, I know number 4 is more like a dark molasses, whereas this is more like a mocha milk chocolate color. They're both very good beers. Although the base beer is the same, flavors are very different because of the adjuncts. This is way more in your face. Number 4, I should put the labels out. Number 4 is way more in your face. Number 3 is very tame, very well put together, very well composed. And this is like the immature brother of this one, I suppose. Yeah, I prefer 3. 4 is very good still, both very good, but I prefer 3 just because it's more balanced. Just the flavors work better together. It's not super sweet. This isn't extremely sweet. It's not double stack sweet, but it's still sweet. This is sweet, but it's a nice level of sweetness. About the same amount. I'm taking this with this. I'm gonna mix them. I'm gonna do a little cuvee here and see what that makes. Hopefully it makes it even better. And we got a hazelnut, vanilla bean, maple syrup, coffee stout here. 11.5% ABV. Hopefully it turns out great. I mean, putting 2 really good beers together, 2 really good stouts together with, all the adjuncts, all the flavors that I enjoy in a beer. I mean, it can't be bad, right? And this nostril decided to come to the party. So both are working, which is weird because I can't smell a damn thing. Okay, there we go. Maple syrup, coffee. Definitely getting coffee now. Vanilla. I think the sweetness toned down a bit on the nose there. Because 4 was very sweet on the nose. 3 was sweet, but not overwhelming. Yeah, just vanilla. I think the maple syrup kind of just faded away. Excuse me, I'm getting coffee now though. Yeah, let's get the flavor on this. Cheers. It's interesting. Coffee definitely got amplified. Sweetness, I'm gonna say it met in like a happy medium between the two. Not overly sweet, but not too sweet, or not sweet enough. Yeah, coffee definitely amplified. That coffee flavor definitely went up. Vanilla bean went down. Maple syrup is still hanging in there, but that coffee and that vanilla beans definitely has taken over. Hazelnut's still there. Less dominant, but definitely still there, man. Just that roasty coffee bean flavor is definitely taken with the palate. I'm not sure if that's because I've been sipping on both of them for such a long time. I mean, it's only been 2-3 minutes since I think 3 or 4 actually, since I've been sipping on it. But yeah, that coffee flavor is definitely been kicked up a couple notches, and everything else kind of got toned down half a notch or a notch. I think I still like motor oil number 3 by itself, but together it makes number 4 more tolerable in my opinion. It's not too sweet. The flavors aren't too in your face. It's not too strong in vanilla bean or hazelnut. But yeah, I don't know about having them together because then it amplifies that coffee note that I just don't care for too much in a beer. Like I don't mind it. I like it in a beer, but when it gets to a point where it's taking over the beer is when I don't like it. Overall, man, both very damn good beers. Highly recommend both of them. I just want to do a comparison video just because I had a chance to, and a chance to do a cuvee, so why not? Anyways, man, that was motor oil number 4 and motor oil number 3. I don't know why I did those backwards or in reverse order. 11.5% ABV for both Imperial Stouts, one with vanilla bean, coffee, and hazelnut, and the other has maple syrup and vertical coffee. Alvarado Street's out of California. You guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, comments linked below, subscribe for more videos, and like I said earlier, I will have links to individual reviews of these beers in the description below. Dream your dreams and believe all things are possible. Thank you for watching. Cheers.